Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Cyber Aquarist, and this is just a quick video on the update of the setup of my 150-gallon extra high African Cichlid Aquarium. And I know it's been a couple weeks since part one of this series, but I promise I'm not dragging my feet. I'm just taking time to do it right the first time and saving up the money to get all the right equipment that I want to use for this setup. In this video, I'm going to talk about the background. Now, I contemplated the 3D backgrounds for quite some time. I've seen them since the mid-90s. They've come down in price quite a lot, but one of the goals for my setup here is I want to hide all of my equipment. I want to hide all of the mechanical equipment, heaters, thermometer, intake tube, all that, so that it just looks a little cleaner. And another thing, I didn't want to lose any of the dimensions on this tank, the inside dimensions from front to back. And with a 3D background, in order to hide your equipment, you have to set it away from the back wall a little bit, a few inches. But still, another thing, there's too many good looking aquariums on YouTube and the internet that helped me make up my mind just to go with a solid painted background. And just to name a few of my favorites on YouTube right now in alphabetical order, check out AP 20 Camaro 10, Big Munoz 11, BM 20197, Disturbed 1103, Gringo 6311, and last but not least, ZR Camaro 90. All of these guys are using the solid backgrounds, and their African Cichlid tanks look amazing. And this will just be another one with a solid background, and I promise it's going to look good. And to tackle the issue of hiding all my equipment, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use a sump on this aquarium. I'm probably going to get the eShops Wet Dry 300 with the capability of filtering a 300-gallon aquarium. This is only a 150, but I'm going to double my biological capability, and I'll have more of a flow rate. I don't want a wave maker in this tank because, like I said, I want to hide all the equipment. And I figure by stepping up the sump with the return pump, I'll have more flow in the aquarium, maybe with a dual or maybe even a triple exhaust nozzle. So I'll have plenty of flow in the aquarium. So, alright, about the background, what I did, I'm not going to cover step by step on how to paint glass. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, so I'm just going to show y'all what I used. The paint that I used was Krylon's acrylic latex enamel, satin black. I chose satin black because it's not quite so bold. I mean, it's still black, but it's a little lighter. It gives the feeling of more depth in the tank, and that's the thing about a painted background too. I mean, it gives the illusion that the background is set off a little further than it actually is, so that's a bonus there. And to apply the paint, I used a foam roller, just a small, maybe a 5-inch roller, smooth. You don't want to use a nap roller when trying to apply paint to glass. The smoother the better. And I used just a small brush to cut in along the trim. And it took me 6 coats to get the coverage that I wanted. I would apply a coat, turn on these lights, the fluorescent fixture, and stand around the back. And I did that, kept applying coats until there wasn't any more light shining through. And it took 6 coats to get a good coverage where no light is penetrating. And the fixture that's on there now, that's what came with the aquarium. It's a Quantum Marineland twin tube fluorescent fixture, total of 80 watts. But I'm not using that. I'm going to go with LEDs. I want the shimmer effect, more natural looking light. I'll cover that. The filtration, I'll cover that in depth when I get it. The lighting, all that. But my next step will probably be to brace my subfloor, because the footprint of this tank is 4 foot by 2 foot, and it's 150 gallons. And with the addition of a sump sitting there, I mean, this is going to be quite a heavy aquarium. and it's not going to be set up here in my basement. I wouldn't have to worry about bracing the subfloor, but this is an unfinished basement. The aquarium will be set up on the first floor of my house right there. That's where the 75-gallon is. So I'm going to brace my subfloor. I'll cover that when I do it. But guys, just be patient with me, and you'll see the updates, as they progress. I promise I'm not going to leave out any steps, but I like some input on my substrate. Let me guys know what y'all think. I like sand and I like crushed coral, and I don't want bright white sand either, so maybe some of you might have some suggestions. So just give me any input on where I should go from here. I value you guys' input, every step of the way. So I appreciate your time watching, and until next time, this is Cyber Aquarius saying have a good day.